This is not clickbait. I swear. This is the death of Twitch, and I'm being so serious about this. Why do I say that? Well, Twitch just came out with a crazy new guideline policy for their platform, and it kind of just shook the entire sphere of streaming. And here's what I mean by that. But before we go ahead and get into it, you already know I got to do that whole YouTube spiel where you go ahead and like the video, subscribe, because only 8% of you are subscribed, all that deal. Don't forget, please subscribe. Anyways, before we can get into what Twitch did, we need to talk about the other competitors in Kick and YouTube. I'm not going to talk about anything else because, let's be honest, nothing is even close. Why do I bring up those two? It's because those two platforms, YouTube and Kick, have been genuinely striving to be the best and to push competition, which, in my opinion, is very healthy for, just any companies in general. I mean, look at, fast food with stuff like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. They're striving to be best and pushing each other, whether they know it or like it or not, they are, to the point where they're improving themselves and they're all collectively making a lot of money. Kick and YouTube have really been closing the gap as far as who is the best platform. And some of the things that both platforms have done, YouTube has dramatically improved their live streaming capabilities and also features, adding stuff like gifted members, which is huge. Even just small stuff like that goes a long way. Even trying to get better at the raid system, little itty bitty pieces of things that will go a long way. Kick is pretty much like almost a copy and paste of Twitch, but is low-key becoming better. Now, aside from the whole Aiden Ross, and a lot of people are not liking Kick because of the whole Aiden Ross misogynistic and just terrible comments, just look at Kick as a whole without, just chastising it because of, one person. Because, let's be honest, we could probably do that about a lot of the platforms, but that's besides the point. They have a lot of stuff going for them, which is very enticing for a lot of creators. Like, they've signed a whole bunch of huge creators. We can put some of them on the screen right now. They have a generous split of 90-10, 90 in favor of going to the creator, which is very enticing. And if we could put this up on screen, where for smaller creators that don't get a lot of subs, now, I don't know how this would work or anything like that, but according, God forbid I say this name, but Aiden Ross, he, did leak that they're trying to actually pay smaller streamers like hourly or monthly or something like that, like just general, like almost like an employer, like you are an employee instead of relying on the subs if you don't get that lot. Now again, it's not I don't know if it's in the works or anything like that, but it's in serious talks, and that could be a huge game changer. Now let's go to Twitch. What has Twitch done? Well, honestly, nothing. And it's kind of disheartening to hear somebody, especially as somebody who's been on the platform since 2012, since I was a little kid. It's really disheartening. It really genuinely is. I don't know how to feel about it, because I hope for the best for the platform, because genuinely I think it is a great platform because of not what they're doing right now, but on the community aspect. I think the community of Twitch is so great and so powerful, and that is literally the only thing keeping this together, is the community and all the streamers and viewers staying on there, the culture. That is the only thing keeping this thing alive. I'm just being honest, because it's damn no not some of the stuff they've been doing. I don't think we've had a genuine good, news from Twitch since, 2019. I'm serious. I don't remember a last time where somebody from Twitch staff or Twitch support or something like that has, or even anybody that's leaked it, has genuinely said something some good news about the platform. It really hurts. Now we can get into the whole Twitch drama, Twitch issue, however you want to say it. Twitch came out with a new guideline policy for branded content. Now, if you don't know what branded content is, I'm sorry, I don't know why you wouldn't, but let's just say for the fact you live under a rock. It's essentially how a lot of your favorite content creators make money, whether that's through ads, such as Manscaped, such as stuff like when I'm sponsored by 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗔𝗟, stuff like that. Now, they came up with some guidelines for that, which, again, a lot of you have to have that stuff in place, such as YouTube. We will get into that in a minute. But you're probably wondering what the guidelines entail. Well, they actually have a article about it. You can look it up, and I'll have it. Links will be in the description. Where before I even said it, it's funny because it wasn't Twitch that directly came out and said this. It was new. It was genuine news like channels, especially this one that is very prominent for Twitch. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗟. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗟. I'm gonna say 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗟. I hope I pronounced that right. But we can also put that tweet up on here, and he briefly goes into it, and I'll divulge into it a little bit more. But he says Twitch has new branded content guidelines, and then it goes into a little bit of a brief description. So it says on-stream logos are limited to 3% of screen size, which is crazy. Burned-in video ads are not allowed. Burned-in display ads are not allowed. Burned-in audio ads are not allowed. And then he also provides some screenshots of what is acceptable and what isn't as far as the logo goes, and essentially making it a little bit harder for creators to do sponsored deals and streams. We can also put up another image of how it actually look for the 3% of the screen size, which again, I don't know how you come up with this. Why? Like, no, first off, no content creator is gonna have it the size of Uganda on your on the screen. Just doesn't make any sense. But it also says formats permitted with limitation, and it says logos on stream. On-stream branded overlays are limited to 3% of the screen. Formats limited or not allowed. Inserted, quote-unquote, burned-in video ads. Streamers may not insert video ads directly into their stream. And then the other screenshot, continuing with the formats limited or not allowed. Burned-in, quote-unquote, burned-in display ads, like little pop-ups things, or just even little images on screen. And then also, you know, audio ads, which I'm assuming are for like podcasts and stuff like that, or even just little description read, I'm assuming, explaining the stuff. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get to this. You're probably wondering, first off, what is a quote-unquote burned in video ad? So if you don't know what that is, that's something like where in the middle of, let's say, like in the middle of this video, I said, today's video is sponsored by 𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗟, and then basically continue talking about what 𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗟 is, all that stuff. And so that's not allowed. You can't have that on your streams. Well, as opposed to YouTube, you can obviously have that, and then it will say paid promotion. But also there's a little thing that you can put on to indicate that it is a paid promotion, paid sponsorship stream, which legally they're actually required to do this. So that's not the whole, that isn't the crux of the entire thing. That isn't the reason everybody's pissed off. The fact that you're not allowed to do burn-in video ads, burn-in display ads, burn-in audio ads, and I think what's just really pointless and stupid that the stream logos are limited to 3% of the screen size. I don't know who came up with 3%. That's just ridiculous. Now you're probably thinking that's probably not a big difference, a little 3%. That's not what everybody's worried about. It's the whole video ads thing. So this is a big hit not only to just creators in general. Like obviously this is a big hit to your favorite content creators, big or small. Either they have 20K, 100 viewers, 10 viewers. Is a big hit to everybody, because this pretty much means that Twitch wants to be the middleman in dealing with these sponsorships. They want a piece of the pie, essentially. What Twitch is doing is so messed up and pretty much just not right, to the point where it's like that analogy, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's really just asinine that they're even going down this route. We're gonna put up screenshots here of a multitude of content creators just absolutely ripping Twitch a new one and saying how this is just dumb. I mean, look at Charlie's talking about it. We got OTK, which is the largest gaming organization on Twitch, that is in the most viewed game organization on Twitch, and they're threatening to leave if this goes through. Now, this isn't going to be in effect until July 1st, so there's still time for them to revert this. Even if they revert this, I feel like the damage is already done, to the point that their intention was to do this. If they back out now, it basically seems like, the best way I can describe it is like when you're in elementary school and you hit your friend but you weren't really sorry, but the teacher makes you say sorry. That's kind of what that would feel like if they were to do that. At least to me. I don't know how you guys feel. You should let me know down in the comment section about this, because it's crazy. But there's a lot of people saying that we need to have a genuine discussion about if Twitch is the right place to be. A lot of people are saying that. Even the person covering the Zach literally puts out a tweet, we can put it up, talking about, I don't know if Twitch is right for me yet. I might need to sit down and think about it going forward. And it's insane that they're doing this. It doesn't make any sense. They're trying to be the middleman, and And this also came after the whole pre-rolled, mid-rolled ads thing, which nobody really liked. Again, nobody really likes that, but they have to make their money somehow. Whether you agree or disagree that it was the right thing to do, I don't think it was. I don't think it was the right way of going about it. There was definitely a better way of going about it. That's another topic for another video. Basically, before they were like, okay, we want you to make most of your money through ads, which we control. Okay, whatever. And they were giving out crazy deal to partners to run a shit ton of ads on their stream to all their viewers. Cool, whatever, that's what it is. But you also still had, they were also talked about, it wasn't in, you know, anything set in stone or going through the higher ups as far as like what we're talking about right now, but they did talk about how they wanted to do branded or sponsored gift subs. I think that's still a thing. I think that is a thing with sponsors. So pretty much, again, getting a piece of the pie. So instead of, let's say you have a stream and it's sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped is going to offer you X amount of money. Just wire you it directly. Instead, they're giving the companies options to do sponsored gift subs or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was called, but they made that an option. If you don't know, Twitch has a 50-50 split. They originally had it where all affiliates were 50-50, and then partners would get either a better cut, 60-40, 70-30, sometimes even 80-20, 90-10, depending on when you got partner and how big of a streamer you are. But now, everybody, even anybody that was on, unless you have a contract with them right now that says you don't have to do 50-50 like before they made the change, everybody is on the 50-50 split, even partners. On the business side of it, that was already a big hit. Now they're basically doing this and making it so that you're even getting less off of it, which is, content creation is already a hard thing to get into if you want to make it a full-time thing. It is. And a lot of content creators struggle to just even get ends meet. And sponsorships are the biggest thing that keeps content creators afloat. So the fact that they're basically trying to dictate what happens in those said sponsorships is insane to me. It's just plain fucking dumb. They're basically not giving a fuck about their fan base, their creators, or anybody, and they just want money. Yes, Twitch is a negatively ran business, meaning they lose a lot of money. They do. But there's also a right way and a wrong way to go about things. And they're just not doing anything right. They haven't for so long. And this just is pushing so many people away to the point where everybody is talking about maybe we should rethink about how we think of Twitch as the quote-unquote king of streaming. I don't think they're the best. Now, am I saying Kick or YouTube is the best? No, I think it's up in the air. I think as of right now, I think YouTube is better than all three of them. I think they're just more established, not only with streaming, but also just anything in general. Twitch has no discoverability. Kick is basically starting to become more discoverable. It's, you know, a whole bunch of big content creators are moving over there, so a lot more people naturally are going to be on the site. YouTube has a lot of discoverability, not much as far as the live streaming scene, but more so in the long form content stream as far as making videos and shorts. Shorts are the big thing that drives people to your channel. And that can also translate to live streams. You can basically like, hey, you can make this short talking about, hey, I'm going to be doing this on this day, and I'm going to be live streaming it. More people are going to want to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and know when you're going to stream. Twitch doesn't have any of that. You kind of just have to be lucky and quote-unquote network. And what I mean by that, you kind of just have to be buddy-buddy with a lot of people and hope that a lot of the people in those communities like you and congregate to you. So I don't know how Twitch is going to fix this. I don't. If they go through this is probably going to be the end of Twitch. I'm not even say probably. I think it would be the end of Twitch. I genuinely think it would be the end of Twitch if this goes through July 1st. If it doesn't, I still think the damage is already done. It's just the fact that this was their intent and they wanted to do this. And if, like I said, if they back out now, it's just going to look even worse. They have to just go with it. I think the damage is already done. And I'll leave off with this. I'm not going to hate you or anything if you love the platform Twitch. It has a lot of great stuff on it. But also it has a lot of equally as much, if not more, bad stuff about it. They just got a new CEO, having a lot of interviews with a lot of VTubers, and seems like they're with the times, you know? But I don't think the people running it like behind the scenes, are with the times, because I don't understand what's the thought process of this. Twitch actually did apologize for their new brand guidelines, and apparently will rewrite them. But again, this just feels like that analogy I said earlier, where you got caught in like middle school or elementary school doing something bad, but you're not truly sorry for it. You know what I mean? It says, from the official Twitch account, today's branded content policy update was overly broad. This created confusion and frustration, and we apologize for that. We do not intend to limit streamers' ability to enter in direct relations with sponsors, and we understand that is an important part of how streamers earn revenue. We wanted to clarify our existing ads policy that was intended to prohibit third-party ad networks from selling burned-in video and display ads on Twitch, which is consistent with other services. We missed the mark with the policy language and will rewrite the guidelines to be clear. Thank you for sharing your concerns, and we appreciate the feedback. We'll notify the community once we have updated the language. It seems they were trying to target or prohibit, like they said, third-party ad networks from selling burned-in video and display ads on Twitch. And sure, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this is like a cop-out or this is actually true, or maybe this is partially true, but like the real reason was they were trying to get in line with what else was, they were trying to do, as far as like, I still firmly believe that they were trying to be the middleman, and they just got a shit ton of backlash and like, whoa, we didn't mean this, we meant this. I don't know. And then also, Twitch revised an agreement has put the payment from 15 days after per calendar month, but now they're changing it back to 45 days, meaning you would have to wait a month and a half to actually get what you earned, which is crazy. I don't understand why they're reverting back to it. They're just reverting back to it, and people are just realizing like, whoa, why is this happening? Not to mention that this is the crazy part. I don't understand why they need this, but apparently Twitch will reportedly charge affiliates $25 for canceling their agreement. If you or we terminate this agreement, a maintenance fee will be deducted from your remaining balance. The maintenance fee will be the lesser of the accrued program fees for your Twitch channel, or $25. Any remaining balance after deduction of the maintenance fee will be paid to you. Notwithstanding the foregoing, if you ever become a sanctioned person, Twitch will withhold any program fees otherwise due to you and take any other action required or permitted by the application sanction laws. People are just like, yo, y'all really need 25 bills like that? Y'all really need that? Do you really need that money? And then some people are saying you don't have to cancel your affiliate agreement to leave Twitch, lol. But then on the other side, somebody's like, I had that thought, but the catch is they put in that they can also terminate your agreement and charge you for it. Though realistically, you probably weren't going to get whatever money was left in your balance when you leave Twitch anyways. I genuinely hope that the whole Twitch thing was for what they said it was on their actual Twitch page. Now, again, a lot of people in the comments aren't really buying it. To PH, everybody feels like this is just like a cop-out because they got absolutely hammered by not only a lot of people, but also some, big content creators that they're contracted with. So it feels like a little bit of a cop-out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm done kind of trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like they were trying to make this an actual move, and they kind of just got a shit ton of backlash, and nobody liked it. And they're like, well, how can we basically? Their PR team was basically like, how can we delegate this? And this is what they did. And I don't think this is the reason. It could be, now it possibly could be like a little bit of the reason, but I don't think it's the main reason. I really don't fucking believe that. Not only are they backpedaling super fucking hard on what they pretty much were wanting to do, but everybody was like, hell no, what the fuck is that bullshit? Not only that, like with the other tweet I showed you, but they also released a statement saying this. We can put up on screen. Yesterday, we released new branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors to increase your income from streaming. These guidelines are bad for you and bad for Twitch, and we are removing them immediately. They then go on in the replies and say, sponsorships are critical to streamers' growth and ability to earn income. We will not prevent your ability to enter into direct relationships with sponsors. You will continue to own and control your sponsorship business. We want to work with our community to create the best experience on Twitch, and to do that, we need to be clear about what we're doing and why we're doing it. We appreciate your feedback and help in making this change. You can read our updated content policy here, and this is actually what they have to say. You can read it now. Basically, do what you want to do with it. Bada bing, bada boo, whatever you want. I just they seem to be going about this kind of like, you guys, like, especially with the other tweet where it seemed like, oh yeah, sorry you guys are too stupid to figure out what we're actually trying to say. This is what we are actually trying to say, quote unquote. But that's not true, because you had a whole fucking graphic and shit. Like, what is there not to be clear about? It's pretty obvious. It's literally black and white. It's right there. But I'm giving Twitch credit at least in this. The other tweet that they posted was utter bullshit. It was It was terrible. It didn't really seem like a genuine apology, but this one kind of does in a way. It really does. And if you look at the quote retweets, a lot of them are, pretty much dogpiling Twitch, and for good reason, because it seems like they're really only doing this because of the backlash they received, and that a lot of their streamers, especially top streamers like Charlie, are like basically just dipping. Don't take it from me. Literally listen to this clip of Charlie talking about how he's trying to end his Twitch contract as fast as possible, and then he's going to try out some new platforms.
Now, I've said this, I've been very open about it. When my Twitch contract ends, and I am doing my best to try and end it early, when it ends, I will be going to other platforms to stream, just to test them all out. I'll still be streaming on Twitch occasionally, but we can't even do our watch parties there anymore, which is a big thing that I love to do.
Now, he said he also will stream on Twitch very occasionally, but he's trying, because it also impacts his esports team, Boise Esports. In conclusion, I really think this is the end of Twitch. I think that they shot themselves in the foot too many times, and I think this was genuinely the last straw for a lot of people, including myself. I feel like after this, they kind of just showed their hand too early and pretty much showed their true intentions. I feel like they lost the trust of a lot of people. If that's what it is, so be it, and it was a good run, Twitch. I'll see you later. What do you guys think down in the comment section below? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Okay, bye.